All right, so you have your YouTube channel going and you're creating videos, but you're not getting the reach outs that you want, and you're not getting as much business out of doing these videos that you hoped you would get. Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can make your videos better for YouTube, and I'm talking about your real estate videos. I'm going to be breaking down 5 things that a lot of realtors do that they really shouldn't. So if you want to know how to make your videos better for YouTube, then stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this video. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Franchesca King. Oh, actually, no, it's not. My name is Franchesca Hanahoe. I just got married. And this is my channel where I teach you guys everything about how to start a YouTube channel for real estate, how to get your mindset right for success, and everything else in between. All right, guys, in this video, I wanted to share a couple of things that most realtors do on their YouTube videos, especially me. I'm totally guilty. I did it too. And then we sit back and we wonder why we're not getting phone calls, why we're not getting reach outs, why we're not getting any business from all these videos we're doing when we're hearing about how YouTube is so successful for realtors that are growing their business, right? Because so many realtors are using YouTube for business these days, and it's been a huge help for me. So the first thing that I wanted to start with, and it's really the killer amongst realtors, and that is saying your name up front when you start a video. If I would have started this video by telling you guys that my name is Franchesca King, or that my name was Franchesca Hanahoe and that I just got married, would you have continued watching it for 30 seconds more after that to find out what the video was about? There's a good chance that you probably wouldn't have. I used to make this same mistake. I had another YouTube channel a while back, and it was my group name, and the videos never brought in any business, any calls, any reach outs, anything like that. The first thing I always wanted to do was say my name, say my brokerage, say my phone number, and tell you to call me so I could sell your house or help you buy a house. And it's just like the #1 horrible trait of realtors, I think. We are so businessy and salesy, we can't help it. We're always trying to sell people. Okay, that leads me into the second thing, and that's stop selling. Stop selling when you're doing these videos. Remember that you're here on YouTube to give value to people. You're here to be the expert in your area. So instead of trying to sell yourself on camera and thinking that you need to be perfect, and even I think dressing like too dressy is, I think, a turnoff a little bit. I think clients actually think that it's more relatable when they see you in just a t-shirt and jeans. So stop trying to be salesy, be a little bit more down to earth, wear something casual that you would normally wear, and start showing your value by just thinking about like what kind of value you can give the people watching your video about the area that you are an expert in. Like, I know for me, I've lived in the area that I do my videos in my whole entire life. So I always make sure that I actually put that into my videos and say, you know, I've lived here my whole entire life. And then I try to give them as much value about the area that I'm talking about as I possibly can, because I know that I know the ins and outs of this area, and that's why they're coming to my channel and watching my videos, right? Because I've lived here my whole life, so I know that when you cross the street from, you know, street A to street B, it totally changes vibes, and that it's more of a family vibe on one side of the street, and it's more of a downtown vibe across the street and down the block a little bit, right? Because I've lived here my whole entire life. These are not things that you're gonna find by looking on a map or even researching on Google or even niche.com if you want to. So try to remember that you're there to give value and stop being so salesy. Number 3 on this is you have to give your call to action. So if you're gonna put all your time and effort into these videos, make sure you tell people what to do and do the call to action. After your intro and after you've introduced yourself, make sure you tell everybody to give you a call, give you an email, give you a text, however you want to be reached every which way, and tell them that you love to hear from them, and that you know, whatever you want to do, just put it into a call to action, you know. My name is Franchesca King, and I've been doing these videos and I love hearing from people just like you who want to relocate to Orlando, Florida. So if you're looking to relocate, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, days, nights, or weekend, because I don't stop working until you have a home. I don't know, something like that, but you have to do the call to action, and I've mentioned this in several of my other videos, but make sure you do the call to action at the beginning and make sure you do the call to action at the end, because sometimes people are going to miss it in the beginning and they're going to catch it at the end, and then vice versa. People will be watching your video and they won't be able to watch it all the way through. Maybe they're running into work or something like that, so don't just assume that everyone's going to catch your call to action if you only put it at the end of your video, because a lot of people don't watch the video all the way through, but they still want to reach out to you. I can't tell you how many times people will call me, and when I actually answer the phone, they're like, "Oh my gosh, you said to call you, and so I'm calling you." And I'm like, wow, so coincidental. But you have to put that call to action in there and tell people what to do and give them the information. Okay, number 4 thing to stop doing is definitely to stop doing the video tours of houses. Nobody wants to see a video tour of a house right now when the houses are flying off the market. So you're basically marketing to your buyer when they're already approved with a lender, probably working with a realtor, and only ready to just buy their house. Instead, let's market to the buyer before they found their realtor, before they have a lender, when they're doing all their investigation of where they want to live. That would be the best time to grab a buyer. So let's back up from the house tours and think about marketing to somebody who's really doing their research on the area that they want to live that you specialize in. I actually put some house tours on my channel that I have right now just to kind of make it a little bit more interesting and just to kind of test the waters and to see what worked. And I'll tell you, every time I did a house tour, that video really didn't do as well as most of my other ones. The best videos that I have up on my channel are basically videos like this telling people where not to live in my city, or also just videos just like this talking about pros and cons of living where I live, or videos like this where I'm talking about what areas are great areas to live, what suburbs are the best ones to raise a family, etc., etc. But those are really the best videos, and those are the ones that your buyers are going to be looking for before they even think about what house they want to buy. So if you want to capture the buyer before they pick their realtor and before they pick their lender, stop doing those house tours. Okay, number 5 on my list of things to stop doing is show, don't tell. Richard, my husband, and I, who's my partner and does these videos with me as well, have the worst habit of trying to tell people stuff before we show them. It's like, I don't want to hear everything that I'm about to see in a video. I want to just see it and have it happen naturally. But for some reason, we get into this tendency where we want to, in the first 5 minutes in the opening scene of the video, tell you everything that we're about to show you. It sucks. It's such a bad tendency that we have that I literally still, to this day, have to stop. And when I was still editing my own videos, I would have to cut stuff out and redo stuff, and I would want to go back the next day and just reshoot the video, but I'm a firm believer in not doing that. So just remember, when you're out there shooting your videos, show, don't tell. Anytime that you can get a street sign, get a school, or anything like that, show it instead of telling somebody about it beforehand. Just show it. And then you'll have that footage too to pop up other times when you're talking about things and you want to pop it up for B-roll or whatever it may be. Alright guys, I hope you got some value out of this and you learned what not to do in your real estate videos to make your YouTube content better. These are all things that I did trial and error, and I found that these are the things that works best for me. I will see you on the next video. Bye bye guys.